Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Scrotitus Plays Tekkit. How you guys doing? This is Scrotitus. It's been a while since we got together here, and for that I do want to apologize, guys, but we just had the holidays here, and I've been busy with those, so again, my sincere apologies for not getting a video out any sooner than I have, but let's make up for things by getting a video out now. Real quick, I want to give you an update, kind of updating and redesigning this. Not real pleased with what I got going on so far, but it's a work in progress. So we'll see. We'll see how things end up. I don't know. We'll figure this out eventually. Not real worried about it right now, but if you'll notice one thing, there's nothing coming through our pipes here. And the reason for that is our quarry, I always say that weird. Our quarry is bone dry. We have hit bedrock, and that is all she wrote, guys. You see some lava, bedrock, and that's it. No moss. So what we can do first of all is go ahead and switch off our pump room, which is running right now for no reason. I've also been trying to redesign up here and make it a little bit more spacious. Still striking out with the design. I haven't found anything that I've really liked. I really want to raise these roofs some and get a ceiling in, because when it rains, this is such a loud room. I can't stand it. So yeah, and we also have the stairway to nothing right now, so we're going to make that something as well, but we're not going to work on that today. Actually, today I thought it'd be fun to kind of get away from all this over here, move on over to a different plot of land, a whole new project, since we've kind of been stuck in there now for the last, I don't know, 3 or 5 episodes. I thought we'd make our way over here to our rubber extractor shop, and I don't know if you guys remember, back when we built this, I said I had some plans for back here, which is why I wanted a door behind it. Well, today those plans are going to come to fruition. Today we are going to work on an automatic an automatic tree farm. Alright? I'm going to start clearing this dirt out, guys, and then I'm going to explain to you exactly how we're going to go about building this monstrosity, okay? Catch you on the flip side. Alright guys, hey, welcome back, and we've got our plot of land cleared out, and one thing I want to kind of start bringing to the forefront of this series, which I haven't really paid any detail to whatsoever, is sort of our landscaping and design of things. Everything's sort of been just functionality this, functionality that, and I want to sort of add an artistic side, visual side to the series. So first thing is digging this out. I'm going to put what's going to look like a retaining wall, one of those fancy ones with the stone river rocks and wooden support beams across it. So that's going to be this. Okay. I'm going to put that there. We're not going to see the corner. And I figure we can afford to use some wood, because we are we're going to have this awesome automatic tree farm that's just going to be punching out these trees and giving us logs like it's nobody's business. So we can afford to use a little bit in our design here. So that's going to be that. I'm going to leave that a little bit there for a walkway. And then fill this in with cobble. Or you know what? Maybe we'll do, how big is this? 2, 3, 4. Maybe, is that center? Do 3 on this side. I'm going to do like support beams down through here, just to give it a little bit more character. Like I said, this is something that we haven't focused on a lot, and I want to start doing a lot more of it, just to add to our builds. Make them that much better, that much different, and stand out from from the competition. There we go. I like the way that looks. What do you guys think? Adds a little bit more, like I said before, a little bit more dimension to it. I like it. A little bit of an old school feel here with some torches. And you know what? I brought our bed so we can sleep away these nights and keep on powering through to our finished product, okay? So, that is that. Let's, you know what? I think I want to get... Well, you know what? First of all, let's feel like a king for the day. That was from our random items, our recycler. I thought that was pretty cool. Got a crown. So, right. Anyway, I think I want to use some sandstone blocks for this. So let's see if we have any sand over here. We do not. So let's make some in our macerator and wait for that to cook up. Alright guys, so to prevent our cooking process here, I just took out the cobble pipe and our sand's going to build up right there. But while we have that build up, let's do some crafting, because we're going to need two main things here. Alright, we are going to need we're going to need two deployers, which we've used deployers in our bread maker, okay, and those are from the Redpower mod pack, and that's simply going to be, well, we need pistons first. We're going to need 3 pistons actually, so we don't have a redstone, and I'm going to have to go get some because we moved it all up to our shop, didn't we? Alright, let me grab that sand, and I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. And there's some more sand for us. How much sand are we up to? 16, nowhere near enough. So we're going to let that process keep on chucking along, because I want to build a lot of this project out of sandstone. But anyway, back to the deployer, right? So we're going to need some pistons, 3 to be exact, because we need 1 for each item. Alright, so if you don't know how to do your pistons by now, here's one quick refresher. And there's our 3 pistons, okay? So, our deployer is... Oh, dang it, I need 2 chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now we got 2 chests. You put your chest in the top, 2 pistons in the middle, and then 2 redstone on the bottom, and then the rest is just cobble. And building our framework around it, and boom, 2 deployers. Alright, so you've got those, and now we're going to need a block breaker. Okay, now this essentially... Oh no, we need a lot of these. How many did we figure we needed? Let's see how many we can make. Alright, so we're going to have to make these one at a time, I think, unfortunately. So anyway, our piston goes in the middle. We put our redstone on the bottom. We do the same as we did before with cases of, or with our casing made out of cobble around both sides. And then an iron pickaxe in the top. And there is our block breaker. Alright, so we got 1. We got 2. We got 3. I think you see the pattern coming here, guys. 4. Not the coal. 5. 6. And 7. So there that is. Let me pick up these things. How much sand we got going over here, guys? Still nowhere near enough. But it's coming along. Not the most important thing, so let's head back on over to our bed and we can get started on this build project, okay? Gonna sleep through the night and I'll see you in the morning. Alright guys, we're back and we're ready for some serious business, alright? So what we've got here is we need to lay out a track first and foremost, okay? We want to do this while also allowing enough room for our trees to progress, okay? So basically what's going to happen is we're going to have a process down here which is going to generate a tree. It's going to grow, and then it is going to get pushed in, whoa, sorry about that. It's pushed in this direction where it's going to come down, and then it is going to get broken and then dispersed down into pipes into a chest that's going to say, okay, here you go. So let's get our pathway built first, and let's do this sort of right in the middle because we're going to need room definitely on both sides. Let's just do it right here. And 4 long should be far enough. 2, 3, 4, and we're just going to do it like this. Alright. Let's see here. We need our deployers, and we need pistons. We need more pistons. I am just being a scatterbrain right now. So anyway, let's get the system hooked up the way we want it to run. We're going to need to make a clock too, guys. Just things you're going to need for this build. But anyway, let's figure this out first. You know what? This is going to have to be a bit of dirt. And we're going to do a little trial and error testing here first, okay? So first thing we need to do is we need some trees. And we need to see how they react. You know, I might use... Ooh, I just had an idea. I bet this would look neater than these. First, anyway. I want to see if a deployer will work underground. And I'll explain if I get it to work first. Okay? So, a deployer, no. Deployers get turned with screwdrivers, right? Yes. Okay, so if we have a deployer and it's facing that way, and we put our tree in it, does it plant it when we need to give it a redstone signal. So let's get it a redstone signal and see if this works. If it does, it's going to save us a whole lot of headache. We might need a button. Let's see here. Button. Put our dirt over there for now. Let's put this here. Okay, so that's not working. Alright, back to plan B, which I'm not thrilled about, but I thought we were going to have to do anyway. Oh, give me a tree back. Alright, so plan B basically consists of this. We got a deployer on this side and a deployer on this side, and we are going to use the same basic... shoot. We're going to use the same basic process that we did for our... bread maker for this project. So one side is going to have our tree saplings and the other side is going to have our bone meal, and it's just going to spam it. Okay, so there's that, and we know that this process works. Okay, so what we actually need to do then also is we need a way to detect when this tree has grown, and there's a couple ways of doing that. Before we get into that though, let's put up our block breakers and talk about how these work, okay? So a block breaker is... Alright guys, I think we've got everything we need. We'll see as we go here. Alright, there's your pneumonic piping, alright? And basically, you can just stack those up as high as you want, and they're going to connect like this. Alright, but the purpose of what this does is you put a block in front of it, right? There you go. And then you give it that pulse, and it breaks it. Simple as that. Alright guys, now I think we've got everything we need here, and I'm just going to show you in small terms. Actually, again, this build may take a little bit longer just because I want to do some more design aspects than normal. Let's do something like this for these sides. Okay. So then what we want to do is we're going to have our pistons lined up right here. Okay. We're going to need a block to stand on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Boy, my frame rate is just awful, guys. I apologize. Okay, and then we want to put a cap on this. Is this high enough? 1, 2, 3, 7. Is that how high? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the height that we want. So we want to cap it off there. And get rid of this guy. Right there, and one more there. Okay, perfect. And we fell too far. Ouchie. Anyway. Okay, and this is going to have our block breakers just as high. And once we get this flow down, I think you guys will see exactly what we're trying... Oh, dang it. Exactly what we're trying to do here with our design. Okay. There, one more there. There, and there. Okay. So essentially what this design is going to do is it's going to automatically plant a sapling from here. It's going to spam it with bone meal from there until a tree grows, and then it's going to detect that there is a tree there and push it this way. Okay, it's going to do the next tree, push it, push it, push it. Once the fourth tree has grown and is pushed, our block breakers are going to break the tree down, and we're going to suck it up with these pneumonic pipes. Right like so. And right out the back. Oop. Alright. That's the design. That's the way it's supposed to work. I am going to go ahead... Oh, man. Grass is messing with me. It's got to go. Mess with who? Ha! And I am all over the place with this. But, that's the basic idea of it right there, guys. So let me go ahead and get... Well, let me go to sleep first, and then we're going to hit up some of this wiring, and then I'll show you what we did to get it running, alright? Sounds good. Alright, guys, so this is what we've got so far, okay? And let me just bust this out so we can see how this is supposed to work, alright? So we've got 20 in there, and we've got 59 in here. This should work as planned, alright? So right now this switch is off, we switch it on. Alright, that sends our timer, which pulses to here and also around to this dispenser, or deployer, I'm sorry. So we see the saplings have already been grown. And we're, oh, and there we go. Okay, so then the next thing we need to do, and I'm going to turn this off right now, is we need to detect when that tree is grown. Okay? Now there's a couple methods of doing this. One of the easier ways is to clear out some of these leaves so I can see what's going on here. One of the easier ways is to simply have a block. If you have a block on this side with a repeater sending a redstone signal through, nothing in the middle, and then on this side having your wire waiting for that signal, and then when it's received, attach that signal to here. Alright guys, it took me a little bit, but we figured out the bugs here, and this is what we've done. Alright, so this is no longer straight pneumonic piping. This is redstone pipe. Okay, and do I have any of it in here still? Yeah, right here. Redstone tube. I'm sorry, redstone tube. Okay, what that basically is pneumonic tubing with redstone. And you make it just by putting your pneumonic tube in and then a bit of redstone, and you've got your redstone tube. Alright, now what that does is when it's connected to a pulse, it sends the item that it is connected to a pulse. So that's what this is going to do, okay? And we've simply just connected this to the same pulse that's sent out for this deployer. So we just run some redstone or some red alloy wiring, and it has to connect with redstone. So that's what that bit of redstone's for, all right? And our output's going to be right here. So let's go ahead and put, for the time being, just a single chest, just for so it has someplace to go. All right, so that is the output side with the block breakers. Now what we've done here, we've got our deployers. This is the sapling deployer, and this is the Bonemeal deployer. We get the signal here from our timer, which ticks. Right, you flick the switch, it lets it go, sends the first signal to our tree sapling, sends the second signal then with a delay to our Bonemeal, so it doesn't Bonemeal with nothing there, okay? So that's all that is doing. The third thing that we've got going on is this red alloy wiring running all the way up and down all these pistons, and it receives its signal from this repeater, okay? That repeater, you know what, let's just put that there. We've got a redstone torch, and a repeater here, and that's so that it sends the signal through a block here. Problem being, there isn't a block there right now until a tree grows. Now once the tree grows, the signal will continue to this side, be picked up by that repeater right there. So that's picked up by that repeater, and the red alloy wiring then runs to the back of the piston. So that's what we've got. That's our setup. That's the system at hand. I don't like those being there, so let's get rid of those. Okay. And what do you say we give it a go? Sounds like a plan to me, right? How about we do it in the morning? Sounds like a good plan. Alright guys, so it's morning, and it's test morning most importantly. So let's get to this and cross our fingers. I think we've got all the wiring ready, so let's give her a go. Alright, there's our sapling. No tree yet. And we're just going to stick with this until it goes. Let's make sure that we are... okay. It should work. I want to use all of our Bonemeal up. Let's take this out. It shouldn't take a full stack of Bonemeal. Alright, there we go. Look, it worked. It just took a little bit to get going, huh? Alright, so this is definitely going to be a drain on our Bonemeal. But, we just need 2 more trees here just so we can make sure that it works. And those are nice big trees too. get some more saplings in there. And we'll leave one. No, doesn't go in there. They go in there. There we go. Perfect. All right, and we'll just wait and see. All right. Oh, it's working, guys. Did you see that? I just put some more bone meal in there, and the block breaker sucked them up. There it goes. Watch. And with the pulse, it sucks them through, and there it is. I don't know what makes it go for certain, but it is certainly working, guys. So that's it. That's our episode for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned some things. I definitely did. But that is an automatic wood chopping machine. This is Scrotitus. This has been Let's Play Tekkit. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned some things. I definitely did. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the next episode. See ya.